Hi tubers, and welcome back to part 7 of this Chally cf70 3-speed automatic. Right, I dragged that seat down out the roof, and because this one's just totally no good, I've took the bracket off that one off there and the bracket off there. The bracket off this one will not fit this one, so I'm going to do some bodging 101. I've put the bracket sort of in place on there. You can see that. That's sort of placed on as it should be. Just need to find another bolt for there. And we're going to drop this seat on here and see what it looks like. It's quite a nice seat. It's a bit dirty. It's been knocking around for years. I've actually used parts off that for one of the cf70s maybe. I knit the bracket off that and some other bits. So let's just sort of drop this on and see what it looks like. See if we can make it work, because we ain't got nothing else. Right, I've just placed that on, and actually that thing looks damn good. I know it's filthy and that, but we could clean that up. And if we can make the brackets up for it, we're going to be laughing. It's sort of the right size, right shape. I'm sure we can do something with it. It's a matter of, I think, is drilling holes in that, because these holes don't line up. Do something there and that will drop on. We'll have to see what happens up this end, but if we can get that sorted, I think we'll be laughing. Right, let me crack on, see what we can come up with. Okay guys and girls, apparently there is women who are subscribing, because I bumped into one. Hi Beck, how you doing? Right, we've got the bulbs, so maybe we can wrap the job up at the front here by dropping the new bulbs in, and then concentrate on getting this seat to work with this bike. So what I'm going to do, crack on with that. We'll get this out of the way and then we'll start by trying to sort this seat out that we've got. Right then, let's crack on. Right then, had a diddle around with that seat. It's on there. It's doing the job. The only thing is, the battery I'm running at the minute, because the other battery's over there, about there, this one's too tall. So when you drop the seat down, it's actually, I don't know if you'll see, it's sitting on that battery. I think once the other battery's in there, it'll drop it down, but it's definitely looking much nicer now. So next job, put the speedo back in, the new bulb in there. What I want to mess with now, hold tight, is the back brake. It's going to come round here, I'm not sure how it's routed, down here to there. Hold tight. We've got the new brake cable. I've got the new end, the new barrel and bolt and spring, so I'm going to have a go at getting that on there. I have also fitted the new ignition. So right, let's get this back brake sorted out if we can. Right then, we've got the back brake cable on there now. That's quite a mission, because we never had one, so we never knew where it was routed. But I've sussed it out, as you can see, from there into this one here. Oh, that one there, and then up the back there, and if you can see it, hang on, there's one there, and it comes through the frame. Hang on, let's take you around the other side. Through the frame, and this is it behind here, up here, up through there, out there, round here, and up to the actual lever. Yeah, it's cool. I've just had a go on it, my first ride on this bike, and it was terrifying. I come hurtling down the road at 25 miles an hour. Went to put the brakes on. Guess what? I went for the normal front brake, and then I'm looking for a foot brake on it. And of course, we don't have a foot brake. So that's sort of you can, ooh, no brake pedal. Then it clicked about the front, the lever brake, but while all that's racing through your head as you come into the bend at the bottom, yeah, bit of fun. Anyway, where are we going to go next with it? Can't really do much with the seat at the minute until we get the new battery, and then we can diddle around with that. I've put slip the other case on there, yeah. I'm going to clean all that up, but just while I was riding it, I didn't want the flywheel catching my foot or anything, so that can be cleaned up. Yeah, it seems to go all right. Oh, frightening the life out of me. Right, I'll have a think of where we're going to go next with this now.
Anyway, long story short,
This is my Saturday morning. I have to sit out in the rain. It's raining.
Yeah.
We got Ricky here. He's come to give me some advice on this bike, because he always does. Tells me what I'm supposed to be doing. And we got Bill.
the painter.
Bill the Bodge. Bill the Bodge is here as well. And they're sitting inside, and I'm sitting in the rain.
Well, then you got a coat.
What? Ain't I got a coat?
Yeah.
Umbrella.
Yeah, you guys are really good, aren't you?
Plastic.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'll
put
get
us
wet.
souls out, haven't we, to come and see him?
Yeah.
Put us souls out. Come and socialise with you.
Sit me in the rain.
See if you're all right.
And just listen to your Mr.
Drink me coffee.
Exercise.
Drink me coffee. Drink me tea. I want to get on with that. But I'm going to get a load of advice off Bill how I'm going to do it.
No, you won't listen.
Right, I'll never listen to anyone.
That's true, isn't it, Rick?
So we're going to sit here now and talk bollocks for a bit and get all my advice off of these
And then do it your way.
and do it my way.
Exactly.
Right, anyway.
But we've got nowhere else to go, have we, Rick?
No, so they come here, drink my tea, coffee,
Three coffee.
talk bollocks.
Bit disappointed, no biscuits, but there you go.
I'll run inside and I'll get you some now.
That's very kind of you.
Right, I've got to go because I've got to go and fetch biscuits. Right, my two advisors have gone now. I can crack on with some work. I have noticed, for some reason, I don't know if that's focusing very well, that you can switch the fuel on and we're getting nothing out of it. So we've obviously got a blockage somewhere, because there is actually fuel in the tank down there. We've got fuel in there, see it sloshing around, but we're getting nothing. So it looks like the tank's got to come back out. So we'll have the tank back out, seat off again, and see why we've got a blockage there. So right, let's crack on with that for a bit. Let's try and sort out all the problems we keep coming across. Right, that's quite an easy job. You just have to undo the Phillips, well, it's a little screw in there, and the 2 bolts there, and the tank just slips out. So I'm going to have this off and do that and see if there's a blockage there, maybe a bit of rust or whatever's come and blocked everything up. So that will be the next job, finding something to put this petrol in. Well, got the airline on it and blown it out, and now it's clear, so whatever was in there we've got rid of. I can actually blow through it now, so nice simple job. We can get it back together now, and hopefully we'll have fuel run through it. I suppose while we've got it all out, we may as well deal with this problem, this rust and stuff. So I think I'm going to empty what fuel's in it and get this cleaned up, let it gas off, so when I wire brush it I don't blow myself up, and we'll clean up some of this other surface rust. You can see as well, try and make it look a bit better because there's rust under all these bubbles. Yeah, let's do that while we're messing around. Get that sorted. Well, I've set this up so I can drain all the fluid out of it, well, petrol out of it. That's running into a bottle, and we'll get that cleaned up. So while I'd got it apart and running the fuel through, I was thinking that's really slow. This, which is inside your tank, I've fished out, and that has actually got blockage at the top as well, down in there. So I'm sure I've got one of them knocking around somewhere in one of the boxes. Probably take me God knows how long to find, but I'm sure I've got one. So we'll put a fresh one of them in there and we'll get it sorted. But yeah, I've got all the fuel out of it now. There it is. We'll see what bits are in the bottom. Anyway, we can give it a good flush out now, get it cleaned up and sorted. Right then, I've sort of cleaned up this tank, got the loose stuff off, and I can't powder coat it. I don't want to take the risk of putting it in the oven. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a coat of that, and hopefully it's petrol resistant, or I've just got to be really careful when I put petrol in I don't spill it. But hopefully that will tidy it up a little bit. The actual cap, I've done that, rub that down and stuff. Might have a go with a powder coat, or just give it a dusting and see if it'll clean it up, make it look nice. I've got some silver now, might be worth a little diddle. Anyway, let me get some paint on this, see what happens. Well, I've powder coated the cap with this silver. It's like a silver grey. I'm not sure what it's going to come out like, because I'm not sure on the colour, because colours can change once they're cooked. But it's in the oven, warming up. We'll see what it comes out like. Hopefully it'll come out better than what it went in. We'll find out in about 20 minutes, and that'll be a second for you. And just like that, we're back. I've given that a bit of a paint. That's tidied up somewhat. This silver is more like a grey, but that's better than what we had, so that'll do me. It's clean, it's tidy. So next job, I think I might do the seat bracket that's here on this bike. Hold tight. do that, maybe blast that and powder coat that, tidy that up, because we're going to have to be doing some stuff on this. Yeah, we should blast that, clean it all up, make it a bit tidy when we lift the seat. And I've got to suss out what we're going to do here so the seat locks down. Right, let's get the blaster going. I've ripped the seat bracket down. We'll give that a blast, clean that up, get powder coated, just getting set up. We'll see what it's like when it's done. We need all these bits. We'll throw them in and see what it comes out like. Right, drop them in there and let's get it going. So I've run these all through the blaster, wired them up, ready to powder coat. We'll give them a dusting with the powder, throw them in the oven. We'll see what they come out like. Okay, here we go. Right, they're done. Only one problem. Can't remember how it went back together. So I'm going to sit here and have a little diddle and try and remember how it come apart. Not, they're looking pretty good. Happy with them. So eventually I got this put back together. There's only 3 pieces, but working out how it went back together was a nightmare. But it's all nice and clean. It's tidied the whole lot of that lot up. Yeah, I struggled a bit getting that all in the right place. So, for future reference, take photos, do a little video when you take it apart. Not like me, just ploughed on. Anyway, I've got it back together. So, thought we'd have a trip to Huggies. Needed some spark plugs. Needed 3 of them. But that's not what we're coming back with. Well, we've been coming back with something else. This will be for a future project. But it's not mine. It's Tom's. Tom's bought himself an ATC 110 3-wheeler. That looks like it's going to be one of the projects coming up. So we're on our way over there. We'll show you when we get there. Well, we're back at Huggies, and this is going to be coming up on the channel next after we finish the CF. It's one that Tom's decided to buy, and it's not running right. Usual sort of thing. It's a 1980. Whoa! I think we'll call that a quitter today. As I was saying till the alarm went off. Yeah, what's going to want a bit of work. So I hope some of you people are interested in what's coming up next. Right, and I'm going to go back and play with the CF. Well, I'm back at the garage. I've just dropped the new spark plug in, and you know what's coming up next after this one's done. Because Tommy wants to have one of them for some reasons, but we will make it road legal, which may be interesting to some of yous. So we've sent already for a dating certificate, and then we'll have to apply to DVLA, and lots of jobs to do on it, but hopefully we'll be getting that on the road, and that'll be a bit of good fun. Anyway, back onto this tank. I'll crack on with getting that all put back together. So, been diddling around, drop the tank back in, some new fixings all round, and the seat, all I've done is cut a slot. That slot, drop straight onto that, turn that, locks it in. That's near enough. I'm waiting for the battery. It was supposed to be in here yesterday. Didn't turn up, it's supposed to be here today. Still hasn't turned up. So what I think I'll do is put some fuel in it, see if we've got any leaks, so it goes from there. Right, then siphon some petrol out of her XL. Well, that tank ain't staying in there long. I've got no fuel flow, so the tank's coming back out. Can't understand why. I can blow air into the tank, but it's not letting any fuel out the tank. Right, let's get these other two undone. Right, stuck everything back together. Tank's in now. We got fuel flow. The seats fitted, and the new batteries on there. Didn't see much point of showing you fitting a battery. No real point. But yeah, everything's working with the new battery. So I think we're almost there. I'll put the leg shields on as well. Yeah, right then, I think we're about there with this. Yeah, it's been good fun. Let's hope it all works as it should. Well guys, this is it. I finished off the last few little bits of jobs. Put the leg shields back on, seats on, nice and secure. Now I'm going to take it for its first ride. I've got the logbook, it's in the post, so it's insured and all it needs to be. I'm going to take it for a ride. It's probably 9 miles to a bike meeting, and this is going to be the adventure. Are we going to get there? Are we going to get back? So let's see. Let's see if the next bit of this video is me at the bike meeting tonight. So yeah, going to be fun. Lots of hills up, and then they're all down on the way back. Let's see if this little girl can do the job. Right, I'll bring you back later, hopefully fingers crossed, with a success. So the first leg of the journey, I've actually made it home on it, but that's not to say it's going to go all the way where we need it to. But yeah, it's really weird to ride after riding with clutches and brake pedals, but we'll get there. We're learning. Well, we'll be off on the next adventure once I've got changed. So we've made it. We got to the bike meeting. As you can see, quite a few here. So the adventure continues. I've got to get home on it yet, but it never missed a beat. Went sweet as a nut. Really happy with it. Loads of fun, loads of smiling. Yeah, if that's all the ride I ever got out of it, it was well worth all the effort I put into it. Love it. Great little thing. Okay guys, I think it's time for me to make a move. Chip shop's here now. Great little do this is, if ever you can get to Fulungley at the Manor Pub. Great night here. Anyway, quick walk round, show you a quick walk round before we go. Right, time to get this one going, see if we can get home on it. On the way home, decided to call in another bike meeting. This is one at up there, Church End Brewery. So I thought I'd call in this one. It's causing a lot of attention, a lot of people looking at it. Miles for smiles, mate, it's brilliant. yeah, another bite meat. So it's going really well. I'm really happy with it. Right, I'm gonna have a chat with a few people. Well guys, I've made it back home, and I've got to admit that's the most fun I've had in ages. It's been brilliant. It's not missed a beat. She's pulled me up some massive hills, and she's just gone great. If you've never had one, or you're thinking to get one, get one. They're so much fun, and the attention it's drawn at the 2 bite meets has been great. I've really enjoyed it. So there's probably loads of little jobs I want to do on it, but it's perfectly adequate now. So what I think I'll do, I'm going to wrap the videos up on this one for now. Well, it's there. It's good enough now. It's got its patina. It runs great. From a rusty wreck that's been abandoned in a container, I think it's come such a long way. So thanks to everyone who's watched all of these. I appreciate it, the new subscribers, and it's time to start on something new. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'm down and I'm gone.